Leon Haslam, affectionately known as the Pocket Rocket, is, as most people know, the son of the legendary Rocket Ron Haslam. He's experienced more on two wheels than any other of his peers and is still only the tender age of 23. His aim is to become British Superbike champion en route to conquering the world in MotoGP. But what is he really like behind the visor?
Man, we're all right. Okay, decent work today. How we feeling?
That's bad. A little bit stiff from yesterday.
Okay. We'll get through that as usual. This is where we've got to work it hard. We're going to start down here. 1.5, 250, 500 on the road. 500 on the treadmill. Yeah, just a blast. Just a blast.
That's why I like being in England as well. I did World Championship from such a young age. I never got the English fan base behind me.
Yeah.
And just racing in England the first few years that I come back was great, just to be at home and the English crowd. But now I'm actually getting some support out there. It definitely wills you on that bit more as well.
Nice and easy, nice and relaxed. There we go, all quality work.
As you're going around the track, you see silly things like big Spanish flags or big Japanese flags, and that's as much of a push. To see that whirls me on just to kind of prove them wrong. But it's also nice as well when they are supporting you, and I mean, you can actually do it for them. It's definitely a will to push that bit harder. We drag ourselves to the gym and we will each other on, and I've always been one for, obviously, not good eating, but Ollie loves the cooking and she sorts me out on that front as well. And it's like anything, if you've got two people aiming at the same thing, it's better, like two heads are better than one, and it keeps you on track a lot more.
Where Ron and Ann lived on the farm, I mean, it was like a play den. I mean, whenever I used to go up and see Ron, we were always fiddling around with hang gliders or some other mechanical death trap that Ron was trying to tune into forcing a one-seater hang glider. I seem to remember flying over Derbyshire in a one-seater hang glider modified with a couple of plastic seats that we Jubilee clipped in, while the unlicensed, as it was then for hang gliders, Ron Haslam took us up and over Derbyshire, which was all quite amusing.
He caught me one night going down there after the rats, because we got a few rats in the barn, so I thought I will catch them. Night vision, army surplus, like stuff. And I went down and they caught me with this, going down with the gun, and you can sort of go like that, But it's great, like.
Oh, he got a scare of his life one night. There was a dog watching.
Yeah.
And obviously you can just see the eyes with the night vision. I mean, massive eyes, this massive thing come towards him. It's like
So you can't, it's pitch black, but when you've got this on, it's infrared. And I couldn't believe it. I just seen these great big, I'm looking for rats. I'm looking for like low to the floor, little eyes for rats and stuff. These great big eyes, about that eye's coming straight at me, and I'm thinking, what the hell is that? Oh yeah, it was a dog. A big dog that were actually doing the same job as I were after. He were after rats. It wasn't my dog, it was somebody else's, obvious. Yeah. He's been on the road GPing it with me, so he's been all around that side of it, so it sort of got built into him that when he's got to be right, whether it's in front of a camera or in front of a sponsor, it got built into him. He's all right, but then, the times when it's, as I say, you play about on the farm, it just completely, he doesn't have to think to do it, it's just natural to him. He just, to him it's a natural living, way of living. It's not like somebody that's having to learn anything like that. Oh, I've got to be right, this is a camera, or I've got to be right, this is a major sponsor. He thinks it's normal, to be that way. As far as keeping his feet on the ground, he's had that many ups and downs in his racing side anyway, because, to be fair, I get him the opportunity to go forward so fast as far as better riders than himself. So as soon as he started to get nearly into a winning area, whether at 125, 250 or whatever, I chucked him in a higher class, because knowing that he had to lay in more. And I did that so much to him, he never really got what you call this glory win, you know, because just as he thought, I've got this, I'd chuck him in something deeper, you know. Right or wrong, I just thought, well, that's, if he can stick that, then it's going to be the best way to success for being a world champion.
I don't stop all day. I always think that, like, sometimes I watch the girlfriend, I watch GPs and all the wives and girlfriends, all they're looking totally glamorous and whatever. I don't know how they do it. I'm sure they don't do the running around I do, because I just look ragged all the time. That's quite funny. I never look relaxed. But it's fun. I enjoy it. I don't think I'd like it if I was quiet. I'd go out of my mind, I think. So I need to keep busy. But I think you appreciate it, don't you, Lou?
Obviously.
Yeah, we're like a little community. We're like rednecks. It's like you have to play a banjo when you come to ours. Nobody's joking. No, it's cool. We all get on really well, actually. People always say, like, you know, we're always in the motorhome together and we live together at home. We live in separate houses on the farm, but we're just together all the time. And people are like, oh, why don't you argue? And we just don't. We just all get on. You know, I mean, Anne's like, Leon's mum is sort of like my best friend. And she's been through it. She's been in racing since she was 15 with Ron. And she is my rock, I think.
Basically, we're extending this room out just so I can get all the leathers that me and my dad's ever owned. At the minute, it's just pure storage, but we've got my dad's leathers from when he first started through to when he last finished in GPs. All the helmets and all that carry on. Got a few crashed helmets, as you can see. They're, all the ones piled up are the crashed ones. We've got a few of my dad's when he very first started, obviously, RI helmets.
Leon is surrounded by people who know all there is to know about his industry. GSE Racing is managed by Colin Wright, who's no stranger to success. He's managed the likes of Troy Bayliss, Neil Hodgson and Chris Walker. Notoriously, he rules with a rod of iron. But is that the real Colin Wright?
Hello. Has everybody left? Yeah. Johnny, how you doing? You all right?
Very well, thank you.
Jim's theory on team management is go faster,
stay on and don't bloody fall off. Yeah.
That's what he thinks I do.
That's all you bloody do.
Show him your finger, Jim.
No, I'm not showing you my finger.
I'm a very black and white person. I know this.
Very.
So she keeps telling me. The thing is that Neil, James, Chris Walker, all of them, you know, I've had a really good relationship with, but it has to come to an end when you get new riders. And now, obviously, Leon and Greg are my riders, and they're the people I've put all my concentration and effort into.
Is this your handiwork?
No, that's Leslie's.
No, you did that.
Shut up! I didn't.
Where was this picture previously, Leslie? This is. Oh, that was it. That was in our downstairs toilet in our other house. So that when the women sat on the toilet, they could see him, but when the blokes were at the toilet, they couldn't. So that's our best picture.
Blokes don't want to see it. A personal thing. 11th of the 4th, 95, and it's a bit sad as well. Sorry. I never thought I'd be like this. Bloody hell.
What's that? Oh, what's that?
She figured that out.
Oh, have you told them what it is? The date on here is the 11th of April 1995. I'll have to try and. Colin's elder brother died on a golf course, and that's his golf card for the day. So Colin wants to keep it. His older brother sort of had health problems throughout his life, really, hadn't he? Mm. And he played golf one-handed because he'd got a bit of a